Hello there, this is episode 7 of building a complete Godot game, where you control a pirate, defeat enemies, and you have to protect this girl. In the previous episodes, we added 2 types of bombs. A normal one with a short timer, and a code bomb that you defuse with a 3-digit code. Today we are adding an item inventory. Enemies will have a small chance of dropping them, and each of them will have its own description. If you haven't yet found an item, it's gonna be marked as logged or as to discover, so you'll always have something new to find during the gameplay. Let's get started. So in this case I'm gonna be using Makko, a tool that already thousands of game creators are using, and a tool with which dozens of artists have been created and even games have been created with it. So indeed it is a very interesting tool. Everything started in this game collection, and inside of it, well, we have sub-collections and more sub-collections, okay, with each element that our game has. How we'll start with this is the following. Let me create a new collection such as inventory, and inside of it, I'm gonna start creating some images. So for example, I will select my general game concept image so that the AI actually understands this kind of cute style and that the game is about pirates and all that. And even, okay, for example, let me select also as a concept this coin. I have a document here with the mystic items that I want to create, so I already have the prompts. So let me paste it here. Then let's configure this stuff. It's gonna be image, chief is okay, and it's gonna be a game prop. I think all the rest is just fine. Yep. I'm gonna go with GPT image 2. Quality, let's go with medium, and let's go with just one image. And okay, it looks awesome, literally. Once again, it matches like the style of our game perfectly fine. So then I can just click on save as, prop, and I can just call it map or whatever it is. And then I just need to follow basically the exact same process, but with the rest of the items that I want to have. And something that I can do is also save it as a concept image, so that then when I generate the next one, I can also select it as a concept, and therefore all these collectible items, okay, should match a similar vibe. So for example, this is the second item it generated, and as you can see, they both follow the same concept, okay, the same style. Okay, these are the 9 items that Makko has generated. As you can see, all of them match the same style. It is just amazing. I don't know, literally, they look so good and so consistent. And the cool thing is that once that you have them, you can download everything with literally 1 and 2 clicks. This basically gives you all the files ready to import inside Godot. And well, the next thing was generating a few UI mockups. So these are the 2 that I got generated. And to do it, once again, I just selected multiple concept images from the game. And once that I have one that I like, I think this one, I like it a little bit more. I will once again save it as a concept image. I will clear all my reference images and just select this one. I'm gonna here scroll down until UI element, and then I will just start extracting each UI element by separate. Take a look at how cool these things look like inside of the Godot engine. As you can see, everything feels part of the same world. Okay, so let me show you what I've been able to generate. So I have here the panel. Remember that this was kind of like the original image, and I only extracted like this panel first. Then from this panel, I got the close button, the slots, and actually, okay, a clean version, okay, without the slots, so that I can position them inside Godot and I have more control over them. And then also I created another slot, but for items that I have not yet unlocked. So this looks awesome, and take a look at how Makko kept the consistency between these 2 slots. I also have this banner for when a new item is found. And well, I even have some buttons here that I'm gonna be using to open up this new window. I've imported every single asset inside my Godot project. And well, I'm gonna firstly set up all the UI elements. Here I have the shop button, so let's duplicate it with Ctrl D. I will move it, for example, right, and I will just modify the image. As you can see, it looks very awesome. Next, let me create the inventory window. Okay, so I think the UI looks very cool. And for the part on the right, I'm not really gonna follow a lot the reference, and I also changed it a little bit here on the very top. I used this button that I used to have in the game already, created by Makko also. So in the case for the right side, I just wanna have like a label for the title, okay, of the item, such as, I know, this is like an I, and then I wanna have another label for the description of the item. So yeah, I think something like this looks very cool. Yes, I really like it. Now it is time to open Claude Code. I'm gonna be using Opus 4.8 in Ultra Code, so maximum power. And well, I have this huge prompt, okay, describing everything that I need. That well, I also created with Claude Code, okay? And well, what Ultra Code tends to do is start what is called a workflow here in Claude. So basically, multiple agents, okay, to complete the task that we give. So Claude is basically managing all these agents and assigns tasks to each of them. As you can see, this literally burns thousands of tokens, okay? So you must have, let's say, a very expensive Claude plan to actually be able to use this for a while. And okay, see this, it's literally worked completely on its own for something like 1 hour and a half. It's incredible, all the things that it did. It even like took screenshots while creating the game and adding the different things to basically verify that everything was working. I did have to sometimes interrupt the workflow and say some stuff, or then when I was testing the game, I found some stuff that needed to be improved. But well, overall, I think it was very cool. So let's give it a play. I love the main menu. Let's hit play. And okay, now we have this button, okay, that opens the mystic items window that we have created. And I have this message: defeat enemies to discover mystic items. And when I click on them, well, as you can see, I have the different icons, okay, but they are completely black, okay, and the UI looks very, very awesome. Maybe we can realign some stuff better. But well, in general, I think it looks very awesome. So what I want to start doing right now is playing a little bit. And you know, okay, just for you to remember, we have this upgrades window, characters window. I'm gonna actually use this girl over here, and let me actually buy some upgrades here. And well, let's try to see if we see any of the items. Okay, they are collected one, I think. But then we have to defuse this bomb. So 0, 7, 6. Once again, we are like doing everything or using everything that we've done or actually, sorry, in the previous episodes. And here we have another item. For example, I actually put the chances of them appearing very high, okay, so that we can see them. And well, it's very cool. Like there is a small error, I think, like with this rectangle over here. So I'm gonna actually take a screenshot of this, and now I'm gonna send this to Claude in a second, but let me actually also see this, okay? So we have this item over here, then we have the key, okay? It looks awesome. Once again, there are small problems with the UI here, but this is just a matter of, once again, we can take a screenshot of some parts of this, and now Claude's gonna be able to fix it, but some stuff I'm gonna do it manually because it's gonna be faster. And well, it's amazing, like even each item has its own description. It's completely awesome. So once again, AI is not perfect, so let's just come back over here and adjust what we need. So here's the inventory window, and here stuff seems to be aligned correctly. So that is a little bit weird. I'm gonna actually tell Claude like what is going on, because in runtime, there are some problems, okay? Because remember, like in the editor, this does look aligned here, this 3x3 grid, but then in play mode, it got like repositioned. So for example, the collectible items have a weird rectangle in the background, image 1, then images 2 and 3, this other window over here, and it's very clear here that for some reason these things are getting repositioned in runtime. And also that will here this label over here is not like 100% perfect. So let's see if it's able to correct it, or if not, well, I'm gonna also give it a go. Okay, so Claude supposedly has finished and has been able to fix literally everything. Okay, so let's see it. I also told it to like make enemies don't drop like as many items as they were dropping, because they were just too many. And I think I have here one item below it. Yep. So we have here, yes, and now the lights, okay, that they have look awesome. So let's collect them all, and we have like the badge here telling us, okay, that there is a new stuff here for us to check. Even the blade here, like take a look at the sprite, it looks literally awesome. So mystic items, we have the compass, and now the UI looks very awesome. So we have the ghost ship in a bottle. We also have the this kind of blade and the compass, okay? And once again, the UI is very, very good, very comprehensive with the world that we have created. And well, if we click on any item that we have not yet discovered, well, we just see this. Once again, we We could definitely make this UI even better, polish more stuff, but I think it looks just fine, you know. And with all the bombs, power-ups that we have, remember that we can turn on this power-up that make us move way faster, or this other one, well, I cannot activate it because I already have this one. It makes everything move way slower. So here I go 0, 0. That's cool. So I know it feels like a very, very complete project. Okay, so I've completed the collection. You can take a look at, well, every single item that we have added. I know, I can't believe it, literally. We have mystic items. We have a complete shop system with stat upgrades, characters, 2 power-ups, different enemies, a girl here that we have to protect, coins, coin vacs. I don't know, man, it's super complete. Okay, so this is all for today's video. I am very happy with how all this game is turning out, and will continue improving it in the next videos. If you wanna start using Makko, you will have a link in the description down below for you to start using it with the discount code. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one.